had that embarrassing moment where the food is stuck in our teeth. The kale, the broccoli, the, chocolate cookies. It's also the chia seeds, the popcorn, or that really uncomfortable conversation when you sit at the dentist and they say, I really need you to be flossing more. And you're like, oh, but it's kind of hard, and the dexterity, and I got to get in, and there's tight spaces between my teeth, so the floss gets shredded every time I get in, or I can't quite get all the way to the back. Bring in Philips Sonicare, a brand that has been trusted in the world of oral health care since about the 1800s, 1891, is our today's special value. I'm going to let you know in the next couple minutes everything that you need to know, and this is for you. It is a flosser using the power of water that is easy to use, cleans your mouth in about 60 seconds with a timer. You can use water, you can use mouthwash. It's rechargeable and it sits right on your vanity. The charge will last 2 weeks. You can use it once a day or as many times as you like, but today is the day you have to shop to get the under $60 price point. And everybody that gets it today is also going to receive a $10 rebate. You could mail that in or apply online. But not only are you taking the ease out of flossing, because no longer are you messing with all this stuff and getting stuck or throwing away this every time you floss, you're simply using water. You're also removing 99.9% of plaque in those treated areas. So how about that? In 60 seconds, it's cordless, it's rechargeable. Use it 1 time a day for a minute, and now you get it home for under $60. Whether you have dentures, bridges, braces, this will be a godsend. The today's special value price does go up at the end of the day today. So the only choice now is what color you want. Which one do you see sitting on your bathroom vanity? Is it that pretty mint? Maybe you're gifting the mint for your nephew or your niece who just got braces this year. But you know the cleaning power of Philips Sonicare, and you know oral health is so, so important. I know you know it, but sometimes we don't always do it, right? We know flossing is important, but you gotta have the right tools that make it comfortable, that make it easy, that make sure you get in every nook and cranny. So you're also gonna get yourself the white. Under $60 gets this home, but the price does go up at the end of the day today. You know everything that you need to know to order. We're gonna dive into some more details about how this works and how to use it, but give us a call, scan the QR code, tap your app. Daniela is joining us. Daniela Galdi is a brand ambassador for Philips Sonicare. She brings a lot of innovative products to us here on QVC. Daniela, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you again.
What is a Philips Sonicare flosser, and why does somebody need it?
Yeah, so water flossing is really, really driving the dental industry, right? Our oral health care is so important, and the water flosser is going to be this pressurized system that you have right here, as you mentioned, beautiful, sleek, and it's pressurized to work in between the gums, into the pits and the pores of our mouths, so that we can get rid of the bacteria, and we can get 99.9% of that plaque biofilm that we actually don't see. So that was really fun, the demo. I love doing that. But the seriousness of it is that we have a lot of bacteria that lives deep down into the gum line, right? And so using the power flosser and water flossing will help to keep you healthy and keep your mouth from getting gingivitis, all those bacterial infections.
Well, if all you're doing is taking care of the surface of the teeth, that's kind of like, you know what, for all of my house maintenance, I'm just gonna make sure my driveway's clean and there's no cobwebs on the outside of the house. Who cares what happens inside? Ugh. Like if you never scrubbed the toilet, we have a problem.
Yes,
and that's
do.
exactly what the Philips Sonicare does, is it's like that deep clean, getting inside of what's happening in the house, which is your mouth, and getting in all those nooks and crannies for a incredible flossing experience. I always, by the time I get done, it's like my fingers are purple at the end because like you have to pull the floss so tight. And if you have any dexterity challenges, it's hard.
Exactly, that's what I was sharing with everyone. I have carpal tunnel now from expecting, and I think of my mom who also has symptoms like that. And it is, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't even know if I really know how to properly stick the dental floss in my teeth.
There, and
I give up halfway. And that's a common thing I see with people in their health, is that it's hard or it's painful or you don't know. And we don't have, similar to like a fitness coach, we don't see the dentist every week. So we have to be our own support system. And so with this, you have 60 seconds to get that recommended clean, to get rid of all of the, 99.9%, very close overall plaque biofilm. out of your mouth.
We have a video too to show you some of the high-level features of this and how it's effortless flossing. Daniela, can you walk me through what you get with this?
Yes. So what you're seeing is that targeted nozzle that we give. This is our standard nozzle. You can upgrade for the quad, but I'm pretty sure it's going. And right in between the teeth and around the gum lines, you can see it just pressurizes. It's a power wash for your mouth. And not only is it getting the surface, but it's getting that 99.9% of plaque removed in the deep pits and pores. I love talking to the team about what happens in our teeth. So it's really easy to use, and it's gentle on the gums. It feels like a massage for your mouth. But not only that, again, we talked about that surface level, it gets into the pits and pores of it. And Philips is #1 dentist recommended for toothbrushes. And so now we're really driving it forward with water flossing.
And you just choose, do you want the white or the mint? But grab it today because the price will go up at the end of the day today. And we'll show you again how it works. And remind us, because it's powerful, but if I have sensitive teeth, is it gonna hurt?
No, so you wanna get into the gum line as closely as possible. So the way that you use it, it's got 3 intensities, low, medium, high. I recommend starting with low, especially if you're making that Sonicare switch and going into power, you know, electronic tools to help us. And so low, you just hit that button, turns on, we stick it right in. Don't push power yet. You gotta wait until you get along that gum line, and then aim for the targeted areas, and you can see it just flying off.
This is what my son's mouth looks like after he's had those chocolate cookies with the cream filling.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure we can all relate.
You can't get rid of that. And anything, I mean, think of how long you've had a piece of like meat or spinach stuck in your teeth.
Or the popcorn kernels.
Or the popcorn kernels.
That'll drive you crazy.
Oh my gosh, I think I had one in there for about a week.
Well, and then you're picking at your gums and sometimes causing like bleeding because you're picking.
Exactly.
When really get direct to the problem with the Philips Sonicare flosser.
And I love earlier we had a caller call in, and she was a medical professional, and she had said, you know, the inflammation in the gums is not, it's harmful to us. It can be harmful. And so what this does is it helps to get the circulation going. So that was a great call earlier. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, we know how important it is to your overall well-being is your mouth, right? So for under $60, you get to make a choice today so that when you're sitting in the dentist chair, you're being proactive about your oral health care. If you're someone that doesn't enjoy flossing, try this. It's so convenient. It sits right on your counter. The charge holds for 14 days. You use your water, your mouthwash, whatever the case may be. But if you've been finding that it's been really important to you as you've gotten older to take care of your teeth, you know, maybe you think back to when you were much younger and your parents would say, well, once you get your adult teeth, that's the only teeth you have. You have to take care of them. And here's the way to do it, because this is going to take the place of your flossing. It's effective cleaning, effective way to clean. It's comfortable, it's convenient, and then you feel really confident showing off that gorgeous smile. So many of us are eating lots of foods that get stuck in our teeth.
I mean, Halloween just passed. Think of all the candy.
Well, and we refer to them as the sugar bugs. It's the stuff you can't see that gets caught in the nooks and the crannies.
Right, and give your children a little sniff. You might smell that bad breath. I mean, they might need a deeper clean. That dental floss that we're used to, or the floss sticks, I mean, we're just kind of pushing it around. We're not necessarily getting it out.
I ask my kids that a lot. They'll come down in the morning and I'm like, did you brush your teeth? And they'll be like, yeah. And I'm like,
that they're lying to you like they
well,
lie to the
they might be
dentist.
telling the truth because they just came in there and kind of gave like a shh.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got to get in there and clean. This gets in there and cleans. So between the mint and the white, those are your 2 choices. If you have somebody else in your home and you want to get multiples, you could do the 2 different colors, so you each have your own personal device. You could do that as well. Let me ask you a couple questions.
Absolutely.
So how do I charge it?
So it's cordless.
Okay.
So you just need a USB, which it comes with the bundle, and any little box that you have. We all have a million of them laying around. So you just stick it right in the USB. You can stick it in a computer if you're on the road, things like that. A laptop if you're on the road. It's super easy.
And how long does it hold the charge?
The charge holds for 14 days.
That's awesome.
Twice a month.
Yeah.
And it's recommended to use once a day.
Okay.
I use it a little bit more.
Okay, because you like it.
Because I like it. I use it before I brush my teeth. I go in with my Sonicare toothbrush as well. I mean, it literally, the full clean takes like 3 minutes with both.
Does it matter? Can you use it before or after?
I had this conversation with someone. I do it both.
Okay.
But just before, just to get everything out and go in with that.
Yeah, and then go in and finish brushing.
Exactly.
If you like a certain mouthwash or rinse, can you put it in there?
Absolutely. So the liquid can go in whatever your preference is.
Okay.
Right, and it's going to give you that exhilarating feel in your mouth, whether or not you have that in there. The extra mintiness, you know, it's a nice extra bonus.
I get nervous because sometimes I can fall in love with something like this, but the cleanup, it's like, oh man, it's gonna take up my whole counter. I got this big clunky thing and I gotta clean it every single time. What's the maintenance and the cleanup?
So the maintenance is so easy, and especially once we show what we're gonna do and how you use this, the daily cleanup is easy peasy, but then the maintenance for it, you can see there's just a little door there, side door. The maintenance, you just take that off. You can wash it with a little dish detergent, or you could just use some warm water.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so how do I do it so that I'm not making a mess in my bathroom?
Absolutely. So we have excuse me, I had been flossing too much today. One recommendation, and that's going to be to do it with the straw method. That's our first recommendation. Our second recommendation is going to be the over the sink, right? So depending on your preference, the straw method's usually a bit cleaner. So once you've got it in the mouth, once you've got it in your mouth, you're going to close it as if you would a straw, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then from there, you would just hold whatever amount of water you can, and just spit, and then push power on again once it's in there, and then you go ahead, rinse it out, and I'll just give you a little show, right? So you have the 360-degree nozzle that you can spin so that you're not in there twisting and turning, and then set your setting, put it right in there. Once you're filled, push power. You've had enough in the mouth, push power before you take it out. Give yourself a little go in the sink, spit it out, put it back in, push power once it's in there. Close the mouth, and you could do it in the front as well.
And the timer, too, it takes you through each quadrant.
Yes, you have that 60 seconds, and each quadrant, it will stop when it's time to switch. The other one is the over the counter, right, everyone? So you just lean, and you can let it drool out if you want, or same thing, whatever it fills up, however much fills up, you can just go ahead and just spit it out after. What we don't recommend, this one's the messy one, you are going to upset a lot of people in your house, especially the ones cleaning, is the smile method. It's cute, it's not going to be clean for you. So just remember,
you could do it that way in the shower.
You could do it, yes, and I love doing it that way.
Because you can use it in the shower, right?
I always use it in the shower.
Daniela, you're one of those.
I take it with me everywhere.
Do you know some people brush their teeth in the shower? Do you? Sometimes. Depends how tired. Okay. Danny, I'm getting like a no. Teresa, do you brush your teeth in the shower or at the sink?
Oh, I should do that in the shower. That's
okay, so now Teresa's like, actually, sounds efficient, right?
It's a great way.
It's a hard pass for me.
No. Oh, but it's
I
the
don't
whole
know.
experience. So it's about like the routine, right?
I get it.
You know, so even something I even mentioned too about routines is we want you to take that jump. We want you to take that jump from manual, whether it's your toothbrush, whether it's your water flosser, whether it's in the shower with you.
Right.
But we want you to make that switch. And it's not only about your oral care routine, but it's also about your health care routine.
Yeah.
Because a lot of bacteria lives in our mouths, right? And so I also like to talk to people about their getting healthy right when you're sick. So what's your routine? I immediately go and I brush my teeth.
Sure, take care of yourself.
And now I've added the flosser.
This is such an easy way to do it. The floss is cumbersome. I don't enjoy doing it, which often means I don't do it as regularly as I know I should, right? So getting ahead of taking care of your oral health is using a flosser powered by water. It's so much more comfortable. And I remember when I first switched to a Philips Sonicare toothbrush.
Life-changing.
The first couple times I brushed my teeth, it tickled a little bit. And I was like, ooh, this is kind of different. And it is, okay? So the flosser will feel different than regularly flossing. If you've made that transition from a manual toothbrush to a Philips toothbrush, you know that feeling. And now it feels like now every time I go to brush my teeth, it's like, that's what it should feel like. I don't even bat an eye. Give it a day or two to try it. At first it might feel, oh, that feels different, or that tickles a little bit. But you've got an opportunity now to get ahead of your oral health. 99.9% of plaque is removed in those targeted areas. If you've got little ones that you're helping, maybe you even have a parent that you also assist with, right? Or got to give them those extra reminders as well. This is a great tool, and it's so easy to use. With 16,000 now spoken for today, you get a $10 rebate when you place your order